Hey guys, welcome to another video. It's me, Insightful, coming at you with a bit of an actual insightful video where I'm going to relate psychology to PvP. So in World of Warcraft PvP, it's easy to feel like you're stuck, unable to improve past a certain point. But what if I told you that it's not just about your game mechanics, but it's about how the human brain works, especially when learning a new skill. Now, first of all, you need to understand your current level with any class. So when starting PvP or after playing a while, you establish your current skill. This may be 1.4, this may be 1k, 2.1, 2.4, whatever level it is, you can apply this. So this is where you're comfortable with basic mechanics and maybe not able to anticipate opponents or make any clutch decisions with your class. But psychology tells us that early stages of learning does involve something called the cognitive phase, and this is where you're conscious of what you're doing and it takes time to process each action. This is very normal and very necessary. Now in WoW, this is like making sure that you have the right rotation, you position yourself correctly, and you follow simple strategies, UCDs and CCs to gain victory. However, you have to be patient with yourself. Now, initially, once you've played a lot, you will notice improvement. This happens due to something that goes on with the brain called neuroplasticity. And this is the brain's ability to reorganize and strengthen actual neurological connections through repetition of a particular activity. Now this next phase is called the association phase, and this is where the brain actually links up what you've learned to the results you're getting. So you're getting quicker, you're becoming more aware, and your reactions become more automatic. So in PvP, you may reflect this in faster targeting, better focus on crowd control, a better awareness of what's going on, and better decisions to improve your gameplay. And your improvement at first seems to come quite easily. Remember, this is new. Then what happens is you hit a plateau, and this is where most people quit. You experience frustration, you're not getting better, even though you're still practicing. Why? Well, in psychology, this is known as the plateau effect, a point where improvement slows down or seems to stop completely. Plateau happens when the brain and muscles are stabilizing what they've already learned. It's a consolation phase, if you like, and it feels like stagnation, but it's crucial for long-term growth and mastering any particular skill. Now, relating this to WoW PvP, you may feel like your rating hasn't increased even though you're playing as much as you can. You're making the same mistakes, or you just can't outplay your opponents as you expect yourself to. Now, you may be listening to this and thinking, well, how do I break through that? So breaking through the plateau, you really need to re-engage your brain by challenging yourself in new ways. And I say this throughout my stream all the time. So psychologists tend to refer to this as a deliberate practice. So you would target specific skills, and this is simply more effective than simply repeating what you already know. So for WoW, it could mean analyzing your gameplay. Are you positioning yourself poorly in certain situations? Are you using your macros? Have you got optimizable keybinds? Do you use weak auras to track things? Are you always buffing yourself? Are you getting your CC at the right time? Are you peeling for your teammates? So it's things like this, and it's focusing on one step at a time rather than everything that you've already mastered. So breaking through this phase will feel slow, and it's an essential part of learning. You're preparing your brain for the next leap in improvement. Then we kind of move on to the next thing, which is mastery. So once you push through the plateau phase, which is arguably when most people quit, and I get messages every single day saying people are bad, they're bad, when in actual fact it's probably that you're not playing optimally. You should never focus on the people, you can't control them. So you'll enter the autonomous phase next, which is where your brain handles actions more automatically. You're fluid in your gameplay, you can anticipate what your enemies will do, freeing your brain to focus on higher level strategies. Now, in World of Warcraft PvP, this looks like instinctively knowing how to react to different compositions, maintaining better situational awareness, and making fewer mechanical mistakes. At this stage, further improvement happens, but the gains are smaller and much more refined. You might begin mastering advanced techniques, studying high-level players, watching Twitch streams, watching YouTube videos, and applying their strategies with a nuanced approach. Now, eventually, you may hit another plateau, but the good news is, once you know how to break through it, you'll become more efficient and confident. Your experience will deliberate practice, and it will help with analysing mistakes and focusing on small improvements, which will help you push forward. Now, in closing, the journey of improvement on World of Warcraft PvP mirrors the psychological process of learning any new skill, a new instrument, a new language. It involves phases of rapid growth, plateauing for a long period, and grinding through those plateaus. This is key to understanding how to improve overall. And this can be broken down by pushing yourself strategically with patience and deliberate practice. Your rating, your skill will improve. Now, how does any of this relate? Have I just made all this up? Actually, no. There are multiple things I've mentioned here that relate to neuroplasticity, deliberate practice, the plateau effect, and particularly the works of Fitz and Posner's stage of learning. So they talk about the cognitive, associative, and autonomous phases of skill acquisition and describe how to progress through these skills. And this is exactly what happens when we go from novice to expert in PvP. The plateau effect is also well documented particularly in skill acquisition, where learners hit a phase of not improving. However, breaking down through the plateau by changing practice, routine, e.g. introducing deliberate practice and learning strategies, has been shown to restart improvement. So take these tips, apply what I've said here, and let me know how you get on in PvP. If you've enjoyed this video and you've stayed to the end, please be sure to check out my Twitch stream. The link is in the description. Also, join the Discord. And in the meantime, guys, be kind, be peaceful, and remember, most of all, you are appreciated. Bye.